Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Football Ferreira YouTube channel. We're going to go around the results of Barcelona 2, Manchester City 2, Barcelona 4-1 on penalties. Not very nice to do as a City fan, but yeah. Alright, we're going to go through some of the players of the match. So, Penna. Take a look at him. Enrique Penna. 4 saves, 2 goals conceded. Very, very good keeper. Good. He's good to even be a backup. He should be a starter. He's actually that good. I get he did play against the likes of James McAtee and Nico O'Reilly, but he's a good keeper. So a good one for the future for Barcelona. Hector Fort, decent little right back. I hope he's a right back. I hope I'm right. He's pretty decent. Domingos, that's how you say it. I don't know. It's probably Spanish. He's a pretty decent centre back, young one. See how old he is. I can't remember how old he is. Wow, 19 years old. Fair enough. He's a very, very, very good player. And I did hear him a few times during the game when I was watching it last night at like 2 in the morning. Lenglet. Oh, the GOAT. Lenglet. Very, very good centre back. Pretty solid. As you can see, he didn't get the best rating, but he was very, very good at points during the game. Gerard Martin, 22 years old. Didn't hear too much of him. I know he did alright. He seems a bit like a Miguel Gutierrez type of player, but he is pretty decent. Alright, Bernal, the one that Jose says is the next Rodri, or better than Rodri. Good, very good. Good young talent, good prospect coming up. He's got loads and loads of potential. Unfortunately, Football don't give the ratings to some of these youngers, so I don't really get to see how they were, but they were very good. This guy, Casado, very, very, very good. Young as well, 20 years old. Brilliant player. Brilliant, brilliant player. Got an assist during the match as well. Pretty solid. I think he got the assist for Torre, I believe. If I'm right, I might be wrong. Pablo Torre. Wow, what a player. Should keep him for this season, Barcelona, because he's a very, very good young prospect. I'd say he could probably play a role in your next season, maybe in the UCL or something. Julian Araujo. Now, at first I thought it was actually Araujo, but it's not. So yeah, he was very good. I didn't see too much of him, just like I didn't see too much of Martin and Lenglet, but he was pretty solid when he was playing. Victor, Pau Victor. Well, what can I say? What a finish! That kid has got something special, like a special talent. He is a very, 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 very good talent. And at the age of 22, you've got yourself a proper winger there who can finish. And even he's finishing against Edison, like one of the best keepers in the world, and it was a brilliant finish. Victor Roque, long day at the office, eh? Not even Victor, it's Victor. Long day at the office for him. Not really great, I'll be honest, when I was watching. He had a chance or two, but apart from that, he was nah. Haaland, well, what can I say? The ball did cross the line, by the way, but obviously there's no goal line take part of it, like that. But fair enough. Haaland definitely should have had a goal on his name. Alright, just my usual Haaland debate. Oscar Bob, wow. Oh, that kid is something special. Something special. He's got that talent. He's got that aura. Man, Oscar Bob. James McAtee. He was alright. Decent. Had a chance or two if you look at him. Still only at the age of 21. Pretty decent player. Jack Grealish. Well, he had a good game yesterday. And what a finish. Wow. Just like Pau Victor, he had a mad finish. Very, very, very good player. Kovacic. Oh my days. That run was unbelievable. He made the whole pitch there. Mad. I was watching it, I was actually shocked. Like, wow. That's what we want to see from Kova. Nico O'Reilly. Wow. He is 19, and at that age, that goal he scored was absolutely brilliant. Lovely composed finish against the keeper. Nothing Penna could have done about that. Very, very good. Wilson Esbrand, I'm sorry, mate. It's time to go learn Saudi, mate, because you need to go. Sorry, hold on. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna take lessons. Wilson Esbrand, yeah, just learn Saudi, pal. Calvin Phillips also just learned Saudi. Awful. That penalty was so bad. I've never seen a penalty as bad as Phillips' penalty. It is mad. Rico Lewis. All I can say is that kid put in a shift. He played the full game. What a player. What a player. As Jose would say, quality player. Edison. What can I say? Bit poor. Can't lie. Barely saved anything. Didn't make one save. Not great. Ortega. Very good. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. Maximio Perrone. Good player, very good player. Another very. I keep on saying very good, but Maximio Perrone was actually. He looks proper, like promising, like a young promising talent. Very, very promising. Callum Doyle. Wow. What a run against Lewandowski, by the way. Not many people can catch up to Lewa the way Callum Doyle did. He absolutely darted it back. Sorry, there's loads of notifications popping up. Sissoko, I don't even know his name, it's so hard to say. Another one like Callum Doyle, he's very, very, very good. But I think he needs more time in like another club, in like another country or like another club. Like he needs a bit more game time. Jacob Wright, another decent player, but just didn't see much of him. He also missed his penalty as well. It's a shame. This guy, Amar, I'm not going to say that full thing. Ahmed. He is just. Sorry, I think he's putting it down for some reason. Honestly, he's so good, and he's on trial with us as well. He's currently on trial with us, so hopefully we'll take him on because he looks like a very, very good young promising talent. Luke Mbete Tabul. Another one I need to learn Saudi and just gets out of my club. Micah Hamilton, another good talent, very, very good talent. I do rate him very highly. And Jaden Heskey, didn't see much of him, unfortunately. Right, Barcelona sub-bench. Right. Antonio Fernandez. He did score his penalty in the end. He was a very good pen. Most of the players sent Ortega the wrong way, so he was a very, very good player. Alex Zavalier, how do you say his name? He is, class. Honestly, a class. 20 years old, absolutely brilliant. I can try and pronounce that. Kuim Junyent. There you go, got it. Didn't really see much of him, I can't lie. I think he came on just for support at the end. That guy, okay, this keeper is very good. He did have a bit of a penalty tactic, a bit like Emi Martinez, but he was a very, 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 very top class keeper in that shootout. Noah Darovic, that's how you say it, German. 17 years old. He was actually, I saw him quite a bit, to be fair. He looked very, very good. Lewandowski, apart from the penalty, he could not get past our defence. And some very good blocks from Calvin Phillips and Callum Doyle to deny him multiple occasions. Fernandez, I don't know how to say his first name. He is, I didn't really hear too much of him either, to be fair, but I know that there was like 20 subs in that game, so there's quite a lot. We're up to probably about 23 in the end. But yeah, he's probably mentioned about once or twice, but I didn't really hear him. Alex Balde, honestly, whenever he comes on, you just expect class. He's just such a great fullback. Like, honestly, he's one of the best in the world, in my opinion. Without injuries, he's honestly one of the best. He can even challenge Alphonso Davies. Like, he is actually class. Andreas Kuneka, that's how you say it. I did not hear too much of this guy either. He didn't look too bad though. I think I saw him once, but I didn't hear too much of him. But he probably took a pen, and I just didn't realise. Inigo Martinez, once again another quality defender. He quite solid at the back. He took over, I think it was Longley. And yeah, he put in a real good shift, really good shift. Oriel Romeu, that guy is an absolute tank in the midfield. Honestly, like he darts through the midfield. Like he's just strong. He's physical. He's got everything you need in a midfielder. He's got like a Rodri. Man, honestly, it's such a good like youth system Barcelona have, and it's just going to get even better. Just look at Yamal, for example. Like honestly, class, not all class. All right, but the 2 goals. We'll start with the first one. So I'll talk for each goal. Pau Victor's finish. I've already said it once or twice, but it was a brilliant slide foot shot against Edison, bottom corner. No save in that one. Brilliant, top class from the youngster. Bright future ahead. Second goal was from Nico O'Reilly. Like I said, another just top class finish. Just absolutely darted it down the midfield. He looks very good playing in that position next to Kovacic. If he plays in with Rodri, we could even see better things. Like honestly, he's class. Pablo Torre, once again, the young, brilliant talent that you lot have coming up. He another finish where we were just lacking in defence, and yeah, he made a massive shot that went against Edison, and Edison wasn't really getting to half of those shots, but he was very good, Pablo Torre. And Grealish, another goal that was, honestly, the goals in this game are absolutely top class. There was no rubbish goals or scrappy ones. They were all like brilliant goals. Like, I actually enjoyed watching this game until it's penalties, of course, but you know, yeah. So for Barcelona, I think we don't have another friendly against Real Madrid in the 4th of August. Oh, now see, in an El Clasico in a friendly, you know it's going to be very feisty. I can tell it's going to be very feisty. So we're in for a good game, very good game for that one. For us in pre-season, we still have to play Chelsea in, approximately believe, 3rd of August. We play against Chelsea. Another game that we'll probably lose, but yeah, we're just taking it day by day here because of the start of the season. So as soon as the season starts, we've got to buckle up our ideas. I will give a quick little predictions on the league this year. For the I'll give my predictions. Right. Let's give our predictions. So I'm going to start with last place. So coming in last, the team that I think is going to come in last is Leganes are going to come last. They're going to come bottom. Then second to bottom is going to be Real Valladolid. I think you say names. Then third is going to be Despas. I think it's Despas. How do you say first? Deportivo. So I'm not Spanish. I can't know half of these. Deportivo Alaves will come third to last and be relegated with Valladolid and Leganes. Scraping relegation will be Real Vallecano alongside Las Palmas. Who the hell is... Okay, that's apparently not an existing team. Espanyol will come bottom half of the table. I believe the league winners, and I'm actually going to call it this season, will be Barcelona. They're going to have an absolute season. Lamal's ready. He's ready for the new season. He's ready to go get started, kick in, start scoring, assisting, even win them at the door. And then second, Real Madrid. Third, I'm going to give it to Girona. And then fourth, Atletico. Fifth, Sevilla. Sixth, Sevilla. Seventh, Villarreal. 8th, Bilbao. 9th, Real Sociedad, even though Real Sociedad just made Sergio Gomez sign it. 10th will be Celta Vigo. 11th, Getafe. 12th will be Mallorca. you say the names. 13th will be Osasuna. 14th will be Valencia. 15th will be Real Betis. 16th, and then like the bottom half, you know, I've already told you about that. But yeah, my predictions also: top scorer and top assister. Top scorer, I believe, I'm going to go with a wild shout here for the Liga. Alexander Sorloth is my top scorer. He is just a beast, and he scores goals for fun, just like Lewandowski does. They're both like, it'll probably be a draw at the end of the season. They both have the same amount of goals. Top assister, Lamine Yamal or Ilkay Gundogan. Although I am leaning towards Jude Bellingham. Bellingham just class. Now I know what people are going to say. You didn't say Mbappe for top scorer. It's going to take Mbappe one season. This is a wild call for me, by the way. It's going to take him a season to get used to Real Madrid before he properly starts kicking in and getting the big goals that he gets at PSG. It's going to take him a season, or at least at the most, because he's not used to playing in such a competitive league. Because he's been in the French league for half of his career, so he hasn't really moved away. But yeah, my dark horses of this season also are going to be, I think, like I said, Villarreal, dark horses. I know I always make rubbish calls each season, but Villarreal is a dark horse for this season. Alongside, I'd say, also Girona. Girona, I know this don't really relate to Barca anymore, but they've made some very, very good signings. They're looking like a proper team. They are losing Dovbyk though. He's apparently going to Atletico Madrid, I believe. So here we're gone. They've just signed Van der Beek. That guy is a young talent. He's very good. Abdel Ruiz is very good. Just loads of talent on this whole team. Like you're never going to lose talent on Girona. They're just so good. Now we're going to look at Barcelona's squad coming up for the season. I can't spell. Barcelona. Right, players. Right. Lewandowski, of course, will stay, I reckon, for another 2 or 3 seasons. Frankie de Jong this season, I think he needs to have another breakout season. He needs to do really well this season. I reckon he'll cook. Araujo, just a typical pocket Vinicius Jr., you know the rest. Pedri, okay. It depends how he is with injuries, because he could get injured during the season and he'll probably be out for most of it. So let's just hope that Pedri is all fit for the whole season. Alejandro Balde, another player that I think would just, just cook off the season again like he did before. Gavi, the Pedri, Gavi and Gundogan midfield, or Frankie de Jong, who I think will probably be leaving. But, I know Barca fans don't want de Jong to leave. But I think Gavi, Pedri and Gundogan in the midfield it's just brilliant. It's just elite. But then Gundogan might play a different role. For some reason I'm not showing the rest of the players on it. No. And Gundogan's going to have another season. The issues with Gundogan, he's getting at a late age. He can still perform at a late age. So much things on my computer. He'll still have a good season. He'll still put quality shifts in for the team. He'll end of the season. He'll probably become R9 because he'll score every goal he sees. Also, we've got Lamine Lamau, the young 17-year-old dynamo, the magician, as I like to call him, even though he's quite young. He's quite a decent little player as well. He'll put in another shift this season. Like I said, I expect him to be top assister between him and Bellingham, I reckon. But he will probably put a massive shift in for Barca. Like he does, he always cooks. He just always cooks. He does it for the team as well. He's going to be the best young talent to come up in the future with Mbappe, Bellingham and all the other young players. Sorry, but Endrick is not a good young player. I'm sorry to say it. I know that's a bit of a wild shout. Alright, another player I think we could think of. I'd say... trying to think of another young player from Barca. Well, I'll talk about Victor real quick. Vita Rook. I thought it was Victor at one point. I don't think he'll stay. I think there'll be a club like Saudi or something coming for him. Even though he's quite a young player, it'd be awful to ruin his current career. Honestly, with Saudi, I think they'll come in for Vita Rook. It's a shame because he's got so much potential, but he'll end up like Gabriel Viega, so it's unfortunate. Stegen will have another big season in there. I reckon he'll get most clean sheets. Don't turn that Courtois. That guy can't keep a clean sheet to save his life. Who else? I'm thinking of a Barça player. I think Miguel Gutierrez has returned back to Barça, I believe. I think he was at Barça, or is he still at Girona? Hold up, let me have a look. Miguel Gutierrez. Oh no, still at Girona. Once again, it's another talent I really think that Barca should go in for. Even though he played for Real Madrid, I get it, he played for Real Madrid. Barca should go in for Gutierrez so he can play on the right back if Cancelo does not sign on a permanent. It'd be a great replacement. It just feels like Gutierrez would be built for Barca's system. He did really well last season. Very, very well last season. Top season. He even got a team of season in FIFA. I know it sounds a bit weird. He's young, 23, young fullback, just like Balde. Both young fullbacks. You got the future in your hands with this. Like, he's just built for Barca, but unfortunately he's played for Madrid, so I don't know if that will put a twist into the way that Barca want him. But if you're looking at other talents, we're not looking at Big Al. We'll go back to Barca again. Transfers. We'll look at who you actually got out and who you got rid of that you might regret. So there's players I think you probably should have kept, and one of them, I'm going to be honest, is this guy. He is unbelievable. I watched him play in a friendly for Chelsea the other day, and oh my god, he's actually a really, really good player. Very, very, very good player. Look, he started one game and got one goal. Like, it's mad. He's just unbelievable. He's one of those ones that like Chelsea they're gonna develop him, but they're not gonna get what Barca would have got out of him, and it's quite annoying. Because I actually really wanted, despite the fact that I want to add this guy to my Ultimate team, but like, he looks absolutely young. He's so young and he's a great talent, and he's one for the future for sure. Alongside another Barca youngster. So Pau Victor, who you have got from Girona, is what a bargain. What a bargain he is, honestly. When you got him, and obviously he's now contract extensions, he is just a bargain. Girona really, like, as Girona is a part of our City Football Group, we produce great talents for all around our clubs. Like, we've got that Luciano Rodriguez coming in now. Like, we just always, like, Girona are just like producing the best, like Artem Dovbyk and all them lots, and like Alex Garcia and all them. Like, there's so many good players that are just getting produced. Right, Ansu Fati. What do I think will happen with Ansu Fati this season? Well, I think he will stay. I think Ansu Fati will stay. He will stay, but he won't play much. He will struggle for game time, but he will play like maybe 1 or 2 games, but not much. Right, Ferran Torres, another breakout season for this guy. He's just a prolific goal scorer, despite not being a striker. He still bags for fun, like every season. If you look at last season, 11 goals, bro, as a winger. That's pretty decent as a winger. He's up there. Very, 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 very good player. He didn't do that much for us, except from 2020 and 2021. Fermin Lopez. I'm going to be honest, this guy is just... He's going, once again this season, he's going to have another great season. He is a baller. A baller. Unbelievable player. For his age as well, of 21 years old. I thought he was 17 then. He is just, yeah, great talent for the future. Alright, let's go on to the defenders. Don't talk about the keepers, so they're both class. Alright, this guy will probably get loaned out. He needs a loan, another loan, I reckon, or a permanent. Not even a loan. Maybe you might sell him permanently, but he does look like a very good young player. But I know you lot would want to keep him because he has got so much potential, and obviously you don't want to lose any more potential. So yeah, he could either. I reckon a loan would be fine for him. Andreas Christensen, class as always. Inigo Martinez will stay on the bench for half the season. Jules Koundé, another. Oh my god, that guy's just. He's not young. I'll be honest, he's not young, but he still puts in an absolute shift. Oh, he's 25. Fair enough. He is actually pretty young. Very, very good defender. Julian Araujo. Looks like a loan move for him, I'd say, for Barca. That'd be the best option. Get him more experience. Hopefully get him to a European club, just like you would get with this guy as well. Both in him in European clubs. Get him some European experience. Hector Fort, brilliant player. Always just puts in a shift as well when he's playing. He just plays for the badge. Just like this man right here, the Rolls Royce defender. The man, the legend, Pau Curabasi. An absolute tank at the back. Doing very good for Spain. Even though the rating's low, he's actually doing very, very, very good. If you look at him in the Summer Olympics in Spain, for example, we go to Spain under 23s. As you can see, squad. Yeah. Garcia's in there. Experience. You need experience in the team. All these Barca players are making into the squad. Midfielders, Fermin Lopez, like strikers, attackers, there's none there, but he's very good as well. He'd be a great player for like Chelsea or something. Yeah, you just have so much talent in Barca that it just keeps on producing and producing and producing and producing. There's never a time where I know that Barca aren't going to produce a talent because they produce an elite level talents. So I'm off at my words. I think if I was to give Barca an ideal transfer target, I know there's a few positions they already want to improve. It'd be this guy, Alex Baena. Last season at Villarreal, I believe 5 goals and he got like a dozen of assists. Very, very, very good season for him. Top quality player. Does well against other teams. Got a good rating. 9.6 against Rayo Vallecano. 3 assists in that game. He's just, yeah. Someone Barca should sign. Definitely should sign. Because he is going to bring you to new levels with the way he plays and his position. Like, he can literally play wherever you want him to play. Like striker, left wing, left mid, centre mid, DM. He can even play fullbacks. Like wing backs and all that kind of stuff. Like, he is just an unbelievably good player. And that'd be a great player for Barca to sign. Another player I think Barcelona should sign from this young team is also this guy. Let's look into that. This guy's a very, very good centre back. Very, very, very good. Just want to point out. Right. So I'm going to look at thinking about a Barca player that someone Barca should sign. And now I'm going to be honest. This one hurts. Okay, this one does hurt. It hurts a lot. But João Cancelo. I think for now and onwards, that realistically, Barca should take Cancelo back. Because he just, he was unbelievable last season for you lot. He did absolutely brilliant. Now, if we go back to Barcelona real quick. That's Barca Athletic. So, right, so history. You got the runners up 28 times. That year, I really think Barca could have won that year. They could have won the league. But it just came down to games in the end. But you have done very well in Prague, of course. You've done very, very good. But this season is the season. I don't want to hear nothing about Mbappe. Mbappe is class. I'm not trying to say he's not class. But I feel like it's going to come down to the experience that wins the league. Because if you think about it, Bellingham's done 1 season in the Liga. Well, it's fair enough because he's actually had a brilliant, oh my god, an unreal season. But I feel like this season is Lamal's time to shine. Lewandowski will score. The midfield will boss. Every game they play, the midfield will be class. Class and class. If you sign Cancelo, your back line will be unbelievable. Like, it's just yours to go with this year. You've got so many more easier teams to play against. Like you always beat Las Palmas. You'll easily beat these lot. You'll beat these lot. You beat these lot. You beat these lot. You beat these lot. You draw these lot. You beat those lot. You beat them. You beat them. You easily beat them. Yeah, there's just so many games you should just be winning, and then you can go on to win the league. With the new Champions League format, it's very, very different. I can't lie, it's very, 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 very different. We haven't been told what it is yet, but it's different to most formats I've seen so far. Now, last season in the Champions League, did very well. It's just a shame that this game also let you down, because you could have gone on to win almost every game. But apart from that, you were absolutely brilliant last season. Now, threats to Barca. Personally, Dortmund this year, if you play against Dortmund, they're a threat against Barca this year. With a very, very, very good squad. Dortmund this season are looking very scary with their team. They've now got Jan Couto coming in, another player who I think Barca should have signed. Jan Couto is class. He's always class no matter what he does. Karim Adeyemi, all them lot, full Krug. Grealish, he's a baller, bro. That guy does not stop scoring. He will be a demon in the Champions League, so you need to watch out for him. There's just so many teams that I feel like Barca are going to struggle against, but they'll pull it out. They'll pull it out of the bag. Barca always find a way to win. You know what I mean? That's their procedures of their club. They'll find a way to win. They won't find a way to sign players because of certain someone, but they're always putting in top quality shifts, producing good talent, like I've already said. Just building the system up. Playing a certain system, you're playing certain individuals that are getting more game time than others, what will obviously upset some players, but you need top class players to be playing at their best, because if they don't play at their best, you ain't going to win anything. It's going to be very hard to win this season because of Mbappe as well. Like I said, I did say not scared of Mbappe, but there's sometimes where I think Mbappe might struggle this season because it's a brand new league to him, it's a brand new environment, because he's been playing in the French league, like I said, for his whole entire life. But we will see what happens this season. It's going to be very interesting. Loads of new teams added up into different leagues, We could even see like a massive shocker, like a huge shocker, and I would be very surprised. Very, very surprised. So, what's that? La Liga. Right. I think the team to watch this season, I know half the teams are not even here, some of them aren't here, is the mighty, obviously, I've already said Girona. But another team is Real Betis. A team that surprisingly, you don't expect them to do well, but you expect them to do good as well. With the players they've got, Isco and all that quality, you'd expect them to probably, I don't know, maybe get a top 6, top 7 finish in the league. But we'll see what happens with Real Betis this season, because it looks like there's a new shift around. Now, Nico Williams. I want to talk about Nico Williams. Talk about the main man. Nico Williams. I think that's Nico Williams. Here we go. Here's about Nico Williams. Right. I think Nico Williams, unbelievable Euros, an absolutely unbelievable Euros. But I think to get him, Barcelona need to push more. They need to push quicker and quicker, because as you can see, looking at this, Chelsea are now interested in Nico Williams, which also Premier League experience, like Premier League being playing in the Prem, might lean him a bit. So I think Lamine Yamal is going to have a massive part to play in getting Nico Williams to Barcelona, because he is still deciding in his way, I suppose. He could be deciding with his brother. His brother obviously has played in La Liga for years. Like, he's just played every game except for like one game. Like, he looks up to his brother and he talks to his brother about which teams are the best teams. And Barcelona are always at the top of the list. Everyone wants to play for Barcelona. I'd want to play for Barcelona. It's just a dream of yours. Like, I'm sorry, but as much as Real Madrid are a prestigious club, I'd like to play for Barca, because the Barca fans are just passionate. Not the ones online, but not every online fan is bad, but like most of the pages and all that. But the Barca fans are just always, they're just wanting their team to win. They got that mentality to win. They need that mentality to win. They need their players to perform at their best. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Nico Williams, isn't it? Like, it's like a random case right now. Now another player who can join Barcelona is Dani Olmo. Now, don't get me wrong, this guy had a release clause not too long ago. No one triggered it. I was fuming because I wanted Man City to trigger it, because he's an unbelievable footballer. Like, I've never seen someone like Dani Olmo with the technicality on the ball. It's just, oh my god, it's elite technicality. And he, once again, would be a perfect fit for Barcelona. Like, but the issue with Dani Olmo is you have an injury record. That is very, very, very bad injury record. He could quite possibly be injured for half the season. Like, he's a class player, but his injury record is just poor. That's how we would think about it. Like, apart from that, he's just, like, his stats wise, look at statistics. It would actually show me. Got a transfer. 17 goals in the Bundesliga. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that's goals, right? That's assists. Yeah, so in the Bundesliga, 107 games, 17 goals, 24 assists overall in the Bundesliga. Now, for 107 games, that's not the greatest, but it's still really, really good. And he still obviously puts in a shift wherever he is. Now, Dani Olmo is attacking midfielder, left winger, right winger, central midfielder, centre forward, and a second striker. He can play literally anywhere at the top half of the field where you want him. He can put in a shift every single time, and he'll just never stop performing until he gets injured. Like, in the Champions League, he wasn't even that bad. He was very good in the Champions League. In Spain, he's very good for the Spanish team. He was not actually going to start or anything. I think that Pedri was going to start over almost I'm guaranteed the whole tournament until Pedri got injured, what was a shame for Spain, but they still went on to win it. But Pedri getting injured was the start of Dani Olmo's amazing quality Euros career. The way he played in the Euros was unbelievable. Just like Nico Williams, the way he played in the Euros as well was just unbelievable. Like, they both performed at the top level notch you need in the Euros. So I would say, between the two, Nico Williams and Dani Olmo for Barca, I'd still start leaning towards Nico Williams, because Olmo ain't really got the pace Williams has and the quality Williams has, but he still has the quality, but just less than Williams has. He doesn't have the IQ and the I don't even know how to say it and the ability that Nico Williams has. And also, almost a little bit older than Nico Williams, if I'm right. I'll have a look real quick. Danny, what the hell? Where's Dani Olmo? Dani Olmo. 26, and then Nico Williams. 22. A lot younger than, like, 4 years younger than Dani Olmo. And he is just at the same level as Dani Olmo, but probably even better. Williams is more of a winger player. he can play on the wing. In fact, I probably think he can play a striker as well, like generally. But I'd say if Barca are looking for more creativity products, it's Olmo. But if Barca are looking for a talent and a young spark that would go and link up with the right hand side with Lamine Yamal or whether he now plays, then it's Nico Williams. And he's another bright spark that can create goals. He can score for fun. You know what I mean? Like, he's just always getting on the ball. He always wants the ball. He demands the ball. He just, yeah. Great player, honestly. Great player. Brilliant. Stop sharing my screen. Right. Thank you, everyone, for listening if you were here. I know I just waffled over half the thing, but I appreciate it because I wanted to talk about the game that happened. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in to listen. I know I may have made some really, really bad opinions, but at the end of the day, this is Jose Ferreira, his channel. He always wants to have opinions. So I thought, I'll throw mine around. So, yeah.